Alright guys, yard haunt update. We are out here getting everything situated, moved around that I need to move. Now it won't fall. Digging out all the fencing. We got this fence separated over here so I can get to this fencing, because this was obviously the first fence that came down. So it was the first fence that got put away, but it's also the first fencing I need. So next year I'm gonna have to put this away differently. So we're digging this out. We're gonna get these up there too. I gotta dig all these out and then put those in the back of the Kubota. Then we're gonna put a couple of fence pieces up there and get this set up. All right, we got everything moved around, situated. Got the white fencing out of here. We got the black fencing put back up, and we got the roof to the swamp shack put over here on top of all of these swamp shack boards and door frames and stuff like that. I just getting that out of there. I got to get rid of a lot of this junk. There's the pallets. Oh, there's the pallets to build the swamp shack, and but we got all that out of the way. We got everything stashed up front. We got all the I guess you could call them pillars or whatever. We got all those that were standing there. We got those up front. All the white fencing's up front. I'm gonna wait to do this fencing. I do need to do it. I just want to wait on it, and I don't feel like doing it today. I got to get this stuff done for this show coming up. I wasted a lot of time today messing around with this yard haunt stuff. I should have been buckling down getting ready for this show, because now I'm kind of in a real pinch with it. But here is the railing that I used for like the banister for the swamp shack. But I don't think I'm gonna do the shack this year. That's just a lot to build. I think we're just gonna do just a small cemetery this year. So there's still gonna be, I know a lot of you guys have been, oh, we don't know, are you gonna do a yard haunt? Like, yes we are doing a yard haunt. We're setting it up, but it's just not going to be as crazy. I'm just super busy and life happens. With that being said, I'm working on some bones over here. I got 2 more down there, working on a leg, 2 of my corpses, working on another skeleton or a skull, another arm. We got a bunch of kitchen utensils, all this stuff. Got tons and tons and tons of stuff. Bunch of hands. I got 2 more sitting here drying. Got another prop finished up. She's pretty wicked. So we're just trying to buckle down and get all this stuff finished. I gotta stain all this stuff here. I gotta touch up those nails on that hand. All this stuff needs stained. This stuff needs finished. So I just did the foam. Once that kind of cures up here in a little while, I'm going to do my corpsing and get it, looking like the rest of this stuff, over here, kind of get it looking like this. But I gotta do this to it first, and then we paint it and it'll look like this, and then we stain it and it'll look like this, and then after we stain it and put blood on it, it'll look like that. So there's multiple stages here of the whole process. In the back there, we got one of my Texas Terror masks, our new animatronic back there, Nosferatu. We got our new tombstones over there. So we'll be getting those out here shortly. But I just really need to focus this week on this stuff. I got, like I said, all this stuff's in multiple different stages, and I gotta get it all done by Thursday. Today's Monday. All this stuff needs finished and sitting in one of those totes by Thursday night, because we're gonna load up Friday, maybe Friday, and take this stuff up to the show. If not Friday, early Saturday morning. So we got a lot to get done and make sure it's all dry before we stick it in these totes and take it to this show. So this has been quite the ordeal here. We got another 6-foot animated LED scarecrow. I got to do an unboxing and setup of that because that's going out in the yard. But again, just gonna have to wait. If I hit a spot where I'm done for the evening, I'll go ahead and do it. It's just kind of sucked with this whole storm and stuff this weekend that today's kind of really been a huge catch-up day, where Friday night I should have had a lot of this stuff done. Saturday I could have knocked a lot out, and then Sunday I could have done some stuff, but we didn't get electricity until we went out Friday evening. We didn't get electricity until Sunday morning, about 11:30 Sunday. So my whole entire plans for the weekend were completely shot. I did what I could Saturday while I had daylight, but I didn't have power, and I didn't pick up a generator until Saturday evening. And then I was able to do a little bit more, like run the heat gun, run some lights. But you know, it's being out here in the dark. I was able to run a couple floodlights in here, tried to work on some stuff, utilize the hot glue gun and the heat gun. So we able to kind of get back on track, but last night was a massive night. I stayed up really late getting this stuff done. I missed a few spots on these, so I got them sitting here. Sucks because I was wanting to stain it, but I missed a spot there, and I missed a spot over here, so I got to get back in there and touch it up. And then I think I'm going to do some teeth, so this one's going to have to sit another day, which is really going to be like a huge pinch for time. One of those rock and a hard place, because I got a day of stain yet left on it, and I'm going to have a night of it sitting here underneath this fan, then a whole day of stain sitting there. So that's gonna put me till like Thursday, and then I gotta put blood and stuff all over this thing. So that's yeah, that's really cutting it close. So hopefully we can do a lot of staining here shortly. Yard hunt update. So today we have the light on in the skeleton. And our biggest addition for today we have the fencing all up, all the main fencing. We don't have the black wrought iron fencing that I made last year. We don't have that up, but we did get all this up today. Me and my wife were out here working hard all day getting this done. We got all this set up today. I needed to take a break, obviously, from doing this to finish some stuff for the show. Got to get that done. I have to get this stuff done before, you know, this is not so much priority. All this stuff for these shows is because I've paid a lot of money to sit my ass in these booths at these shows, so I need to focus on that. The yard hunt stuff's all free. You know, obviously it's not free. I mean, I do spend a ton of money to make this stuff happen, but yeah, here we are. We got the fence up. It's a little surreal tonight seeing the fencing back up in the yard. Like, it doesn't feel real. And the fencing is up on the 2nd of September. So today's September 2nd, and normally the fencing is up way later in September, and this year it is up super early. Like last year, I think we put the 12-foot skeleton up first, and then there's some other things that trickled out, and then the year before that I've always used a scarecrow, and then everything kind of comes around that. But this year, since every time is going to be very tight, we have since decided, just let's get it up. We got time today. We got, Labor Day weekend. So let's just go ahead and go for it. So we got the fencing up, which the neighbors down the street, way down there, they are not decorating this year. They're actually moving. They were moving this morning, and when they drove by, they saw us setting up the fencing, and they all waving and everything at us. So they're happy to see us still decorating and kind of carrying the torch, because they decorated in this town for 30 years. So for us to be the underdogs for all these years, to them, now we're the only ones in town decorating. So hopefully this year we get a little recognition, and well, I should say a little more recognition, because we'll be the only one in the area with a Halloween display. And I know I say I'm going to go smaller than normal, but I'm going to go all out. This year was supposed to be the year we went crazy anyway, and just things have happened, with vending the shows and all this stuff. I can't go as crazy as I want to. But as you can see, we have the eyes on the skelly. We got the chest light on. It's just kind of rotating through colors, so he's still working good. He's all tied up, strapped down, so he's not going anywhere. But now the fun begins. I gotta get the lanterns out here, get those up and going. I gotta order a ton of batteries. I just ordered 1,000 zip ties, literally 1,000. Got those. Those will be here Wednesday. But this is this is crazy. I can't believe it's time for spooky season already. You wait all year for it to show up, and now it's here. Now the fencing's all up, everything's here. The fencing just gets worse every year. The paint chips off. It gets more rugged every year. It looks terrible. I love it. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's all we did today, other than work on our haunt props like I showed you earlier. But we got out here this morning, and I got all the fence sorted out, and I grabbed the neighbor's Kubota, and me and my wife threw 2 things of fencing on it at a time. We loaded all the fence posts in, drove them up here. I did not film any of that process. I didn't film setting them up and screwing everything together and making it all work. But yeah, my wife got to see how OCD I really am when it comes to this. Like, everything is perfectly imperfect, so to speak. She got to see how bad my OCD really got, because I'd ask her, does that look right? Is it lined up? Is that straight? She'd tell me, yeah, that's straight. And then I'd get down and look at it, and I'm like, after I screwed everything together, and be like, are you all right? She's like, why? And I'm like, because that's crooked as hell. What are you talking about? And she's like, it's just a fence. It looks fine. She's like, it's just a fake fence. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't want it to be crooked and leaning into the road or the sidewalk. I said, I need it to be standing straight up or leaning backwards into the yard. I said, the last thing I want it to do is to fall forward. She's, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So, but we got this all up here. I'll take you back to the garage and show you what I've gotten done so far now. All right, so we have a bunch of fans running right now, trying to get everything dried up so I can get to staining. We got our leather face mask still haven't done anything to these bones. Still got that leg there, these guys. But what I did do since the last filming portion is I got everything stained. So now everything looks gross, looks dirty, nasty. We got everything stained up, looking gross. The wads of hair all caught up in the stain and everything. So this blender or mixer looks super gross. Like, I just made it look more dingy and old. Messing around with stain, and then I'll go through with blood and obviously splatter that. But we are getting there. Slowly getting there though. But we got a bunch of stain, so this isn't pure white anymore. Got a bunch of stain all over that, so when that dries up, that'll look pretty good. My next focus, my main focus, is these guys. I'm gonna put some teeth in that guy there on the left. We're gonna put a couple teeth in there, and then tomorrow night my focus is going to be staining these, and then I'll be painting these and staining these as well throughout the week. I'm gonna try and get the corpsing process done on these bad mamma jammas tonight. So yeah, I gotta move. I gotta get stuff done. So stay tuned, stick around. That's gonna be tonight's update. I appreciate you guys. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night for tomorrow's yard haunt update.